Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, we're gonna learn how to use GDB using online platform called onlinegdb.com. In this video, we will be learning that how to debug your C code or C++ code using online platform. But if you have any laptop wherein you have Linux installed, you can refer my previous video where I'm using Linux as a platform and doing debugging using GDB on Linux terminal. Thank you very much. Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Prashant, and we are discussing about GDB. Last time when we got connected, we were discussing how to use GDB in Linux, and probably I need to install GDB and do multiple things, which as a beginner is we are not aware. So I thought to create another option. If you want to learn about debugging in C, you can use a website called Online GDB. I'll demonstrate today that how to use this website, and that gives you exact same feeling but maybe little easier way. So I have written a code. It is written in C, and I will demonstrate you that how to use this code, and I want to debug this code, right? So if you remember, in this case, I'll just give you a little brief about this piece of website wherein you have run. If I want to run any code, I can just run it. I don't require any password and all. Like you can see that the print is coming here now. But if I want to debug, where am mostly concentrated, so you can just click on it and you will be entering into debug mode, right? And now if you remember, in the previous section I have to use GDB as a tool, and then I have to run some specific command. Here things are quite visible, so it is very easier. If I'm beginner, obviously I don't have to do much in this case. Okay, so if you remember, when we started debugging, we have started putting breakpoints. So here also all the commands works. So if suppose I want to put a breakpoint, I can write b space main, because since main is entry point of any code, so I could show you that this is where my first breakpoint is there, right? I could visualize that. And now if I want to run this code, right, I will run a command called run, and you could see that the breakpoint is has been put at line number 34. The reason it is put on 34, that there is no other instructions which is going to be executing. So if I'm running my code, so first line of the code which is going to be executed is line number 34. Okay, one more thing. So you could visualize things quite easily here. And you have other options also, like I can do continue. If I don't want to pass put any command, either I can put a command C to continue, and I can use a command called S to step, and next, which is if I want to move to next instructions. But since this website have given you quite good GUI, it is very easier as a beginner, right, to identify those things. Now you see that we have two variables here, d, which is a structure, and sum, which is integer. And I could see very easily here itself, right? I can visualize things. And now if I want to see my call stack, that detail also comes with this particular code. So what I'll do, I'll go with commands, so that there is a sync between what we are discussing there and what we discussed. And now if I want to do the same here, if I will write n, which is next instruction for a given code, so it is gonna move to next instruction. Again, if I will do next, okay, now it is gonna go to next instruction, which is nothing but process. Now since I told you the difference between next and step is that step will also move to next instruction, but step have a special property. If I want to go within the function, if suppose here I'll use next, it will jump to line number 39, but that I don't want. I want i want to go to the process, right? So process is a function which is defined above. I'll go there. So now I'll run a command called s, which is gonna step into that function. Okay, so this function, if you're not able to see, I'll just go up. So this is a process where I'm initializing these values, right? So I can go again. Now I can use next or in step, because there is no within function. So step and next will work as it is. I'll use next. Now you see that both values got initialized. Now I told you, if I want to verify what data is, right? I can use another command called p. Okay, since my variables are initialized, right, uh, with a structure, structure variables, so I can use d. So that is your function variable which is being sent, and then I can check what is the value of a. So I can see that value of a is 15, right, because I'm outside of the function, right, because I've been added 10 onto the initial value. And I also can add any variable if I want to monitor. So I can say a dot a d dot a, pardon. So I can see that variable if that is scope is visible. Okay. Also, I can watch, I can modify value also. So there is a command called set, which we'll discuss later on. Okay. Now if I do next again, so it will jump back to another function called sum, another function called add, pardon. So here you see that sum is a variable which is initialized with a random value because it is not initialized at all. So that is value, garbage value. But you can see that d dot a is now visible in display expression, right? So this is one of the options which you can utilize. Now suppose I don't want to go to add, just to show you, right? If I will use not step, if I will use next here, right? So I'll see that the function got executed and I will not be able to jump within the function. So that is the difference. If I'm using step, if I'm using next, that is the difference. I think you guys are able to understand now, right? Now again I'll go to next to print, right? Whatever the print, you can see that d dot a came as a 15, right? And now I'm printing d dot b. If I do next, if I, okay, so I'll get value 27, right? So 15 and 27, which value I got. Along with it, I'm able to see the line number also, right? And if I want to print sum, I'll go next again, and that is how I'm able to print sum, which is nothing but summation of d dot 1, d dot a, and d dot b, right? And if I want to continue, now suppose I want to do continue, right? So I'm now exiting the code, right? But if I want to continue again, right? I don't want to stop here, right? What will I do is I can just run again, breakpoint is there. So if I run again, I'll jump again to the same code. So this is how you can multiple times you can validate the function. You can check how it is working, and that is how you're gonna use this website. It is very easy to use, as I mentioned. So I'll recommend you when you're beginning, if you're a beginner and if you're beginning to explore the how to do the debugging, you can use this website. I'll pin this website, which is very useful for me as a beginner whenever I have to recommend. That is a really nice website, and that is why I thought to share it with you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope it is helpful. Hey guys, thank you for watching. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with others so who might be also benefited. For more such video, please stay tuned. Thank you.